We're going.
All right, what's going on, guys? Lucas here from Sports Advantage, and today is part one of our posterior chain series. So today I'm going to be talking about the reverse hyper and how we use it with our athletes, starting from the lowest progression all the way up to our most advanced athletes. So to start off with our beginner athletes, we use a band and we'll put it around their ankles. So from there, once the band is around their ankles, they will push out against the band, really working that range of motion, getting a good squeeze up and controlling it down. Okay, younger athletes tend to have a tendency to kick their feet up like this. I call that scorpioning their feet. We want to make sure that they're not doing that, because once they get the pendulum on their feet, that's not going to be the movement that's happening. So we want to make sure that they're learning how to motor pattern it correctly from the beginning. As the athletes get a little bit more advanced, we'll start using the pendulum and we'll start adding weight to it. The weight is really dependent on the athlete and where they stand with not only their back squat and their deadlift, but just how they stand in their overall development of their backside in the posterior chain. So for this, one foot will go in. This is the easiest way to get up. Slide the other foot in. Again, you want to control it up, get a good squeeze, and control it down. There's a couple different variations and a couple different ways that you can utilize that, but for beginner athletes and for athletes that I have now, we want to make sure that they're controlling it up and controlling it down. I tell them if they can see that pendulum swing through with their eyes, then they are going too far and they need to control it a little bit more. So just going through, whenever they get up on the reverse hyper, you want to make sure that your hips are right on the end. If it's too far up or too far down, it's going to affect the range of motion. So you want to make sure it's right at the end. And how you can do that is also adjusting these handles. Taller athletes will obviously move them up further, and smaller athletes will move them back. Again, this will help make sure that their hips stay in line and staying in the proper position. Again, this is a great tool to utilize on not only max effort days, but dynamic effort days. It strengthens the whole posterior chain. It's also really good for a healthy spine, strengthening the glutes, strengthening the low back, the hamstrings, and the upper back as well. So if you guys have any questions on this and how we utilize it with our athletes, please feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks.